on this episode of Code 20. I got heavy fire showing, offensive mode, 455's going to be out on an auto repair shop. Hard to see. Yeah, I thought it was a cloud, but no, it's a good good loom up. 455 is going to be going code 6 momentarily. All right, we're here in the valley. We've got a large. Here, let me flip around here. Trying to put us in the right spot. We got a large one-story commercial. I think he said 25 by 100 with heavy fire showing, and we can definitely confirm that. We're going to go try to find a parking spot by where the battalion is parked, because this is probably going to be a prolonged operation here. Yeah, I see him. We're going to go into the stall on the other side, I believe.
Hey, Task Force 90, Truck 90, I'm going to give you Alpha. Let's see, we're going to call Van Nuys Alpha.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's through the roof already. Holy cow. Alright. doors going up too, so just keep an eye on those. We've got a slight wind heading toward us, and the roof's coming in right now. Substantial roof collapse right now in the front. And I'm hearing over the radios that they're moving to a defensive operation. Some good stuff on the side over here. You can see that there's a car going over here as well. Let me get a couple shots of that. We did have a couple loud bangs when we rolled up right before the roof came in. Come back, grab my tripod, and get some stable shots, but definitely a 25 by 100. They're getting a pretty quick handle on it, though. That roll-up door was already down when we got here. I'm assuming, let me get a shot of these guys doing their thing. There's like a drone overhead. Do you see that? That might be a fire department drone. The thermal one. Yeah, I wonder if that's them. That's really cool. It's orange, and I think that's the one that has thermal. Let's get a couple more shots here, and then let's go over to the BC and see if they're the ones running the drone, because that'd be really cool. Let's do that. Let's see if they've got the drone going, because that'd be a really interesting perspective on this, wouldn't it? Let's see what they got. Is that your guys' drone? Is that a department drone?
I don't have a drone up.
Okay. Just wanted to check. Thank you, guys. So FD doesn't have a drone up. I don't know who's flying that thing. I'd love to get that footage, but I don't know where that's coming from. Not us. All right. Quick knockdown again with City, as always. We'll get another shot from over here with the ladder going up, but you could hear initially the pops that we were hearing. You saw the roof come in, right? That was like, you see all the embers come up? Definitely more hazards on a structure fire like this. Anytime you're dealing with an auto body shop, as we've seen here time and time again, you have a situation where you're dealing with hazardous chemicals, you're dealing with everything from car batteries to potentially electric car batteries to recycled oils and obviously gasoline, car parts, things like that. So anytime you're dealing with an auto body shop, you got to be extra careful. We're in a great spot. We have great separation from the building. The ceiling, or the roof I should say, did come in toward the front where that roll-up door was. it looked like that roll-up door was already gone, so I'm assuming the fire load in there was heavy enough to melt that roll-up door. Fire doesn't have the drone up. I don't know who's flying, but I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that footage. That would have been pretty cool going around the building with it, going through the roof. So that's what's up, City, with a quick knockdown as always, and we're gonna wrap up here and we'll be on to the next one. Second fire in North Hollywood. The original location on this is 6099 Laurel Canyon is where it was reported, and now there was a corrected location, something Bellingham. So this is a previous burn. We've been on a few fires here. I know I've been on at least 2, and this is an abandoned building that's burned a bunch. I want to say 5 times now. It's been quite a few. We've got, per the battalion, they've got fire on the roof of the building, which I thought was interesting. He didn't say through the roof, he said on the roof. That's a little bit of a difference between, of course, through the roof. That or we're looking at a cloud down there. I'm not sure anymore. The sky, we've had so much rain. We had a bunch of rain today. It was completely... Yeah, it's weird. Smoke showing from the roof. So not through the roof. Are we looking at a cloud? Is it a cloud? Or is it this? That's got to be a cloud in front of us. Yeah, that's got to be a cloud because the building is to our left. It's like impossible to get a size up. Apparently it's right here, but I'm not seeing...
No, the corrected address is Bellingham.
So how far off are we?
I don't know.
Well, oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah, it's back in it's behind near the tiny homes over here. Mm-hmm. There's always, I'm telling you, this thing is burned so many times. It's exactly.
Look how white it is.
Yep, I know exactly where it is. Right there. This thing is always burning. I don't know what the deal is, but for them to say smoke showing from the roof, it's kind of weird. Just an attic fire? Oh, what is that? Kitty. Kitty. To the right. Alrighty. Not a whole lot of smoke here. 435 is code 6, and yeah, smoke showing from the roof, weirdly enough.
Engine 88, traffic southbound 405 transition to the Ventura Freeway.
It's southbound 405 at the 101. Now we have a traffic collision, which is right where we were. No, this isn't what burned. It's this thing to our right. Yeah, this is a different...
You were close though.
Oh yeah, same area.
That building's abandoned?
Yeah, they're saying this is a beautiful building, actually, with the angled windows. Here, let's see if we can get over to the side that is not in the wind. We're gonna have to go out and back in. It's probably gonna be our best bet. Let's see. Oh no, we can go through. Is that gate open? No.
Going up IC 10 minutes.
That's a low curb right here, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Let's do this. I don't know. Very, very light smoke showing from this thing.
It's like one of the AC units like blew up or something.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have there shouldn't be a functioning AC unit on an abandoned building, right? It is a nice office space. I'm surprised it's not occupied, but I'm not hearing anything on the TAC. I can see the flashlights up there. The guys are already inside the building. They're not impressed with this. Everybody's walking. When you see guys walking with supply lines, that's when you know. It's not a big deal. Bellingham, I'm not, you know what's weird? I'm not seeing that. Oh no, it's, yeah, that's correct. 6,000 block Bellingham. Yeah, the one that kept burning was, well, they knocked it down. There was a building here to my left. We were here actually, remember during the day, we were here for this. I don't know if it's in our new file system. I'll have to check, but yeah, we had this on fire. It was a daytime fire. This whole area, there's a bunch of abandoned buildings here. I'm not sure why everyone pulled out of this this shopping center. They have a huge parking area. There was a whole bunch of shops here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're not even talking on the TAC. Everyone's walking around. We're out of here. We'll be on to the next one. Okay, we're heading over to an address here in Tarzana, a street called Chimeneas. The reporting party is the wife. She called 911. See that? This is where it's a little bit interesting. She called 911 because her husband texted her and said that that everyone is dead. He's saying through text. Alright. Gabe's heading to a officer involved traffic collision. Her husband apparently texted her saying that her kids are dead and that he killed everybody, assuming his children potentially. It could be it could be a swatting type situation. We're heading there right now because of the severity of what was stated to the call taker. But
can you use this here on the line?
yeah.
She could try to make further contact with the suspect, obtain as much information as possible. Okay. Okay, guys, we're feeling confident.
Did you say ex-husband or husband?
I didn't catch.
All right, so what it sounds like we have right now, the RP female reporting that her husband texted her and stated via text that all of everyone's dead, quote unquote, and the only people there apparently are her children. So she's obviously concerned that the suspect has killed her children. So 455 David is responding and will be code 6 in 1 minute. LAPD just got there, first responding unit just got there. They're asking
5150 call.
Yeah, I hope it's a 5150. Yeah, if it's
stand by. We made contact with the
yeah, Randy.
The husband, correction, the ex-husband called the PR multiple times. Texted the PR stating that the children inside of the residence are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Let me get further. Stand by.
I pray this is a 5150. Yeah, he's stating that he called multiple times and texted stating that all the children are dead. 455 is going to be code 6 in seconds. 450, correction, 536, when you clear, if you could come up on move-ups for me. I'm going to be extended on this.
Gang member, and that the suspect has been very uncooperative and focusing with police in the past.
All right, so apparently our subject is a gang member.
Respond to 2503.
Here comes the airship. We're not going to say the type of gang. Alex, if you could blur that, but he is sounds like a gang member, and he's been uncooperative with LAPD in the past. We are going to go past the target location here. The street is curved very sharply. airship is overhead. You can see the light right here. If you go forward, you can probably see it from where you're at. The house is one street to our left right here.
And then can I get one additional unit to the rear location as well on Garden Grove?
I hope, I pray that that's not.
And I was pressing one just like.
I pray that that's not real. Because that is no bueno. No bueno.
No one wants her?
All right, they went to the rear. I want to get in here, but I don't want to get too far into this. You know, let's go back down. We'll come up from the other side where all the units are. Unless we have a street. No, it's gonna be down here. I'm just praying that that's not the case, and that this is either a swatting or our suspect is suffering from, maybe he's intoxicated or schizophrenic or something. I can't imagine. There's more units coming. You can see right ahead of us. The whole station's going to be here in a minute. Yep. So we're gonna go on the target street here, and we're gonna stay back quite a bit further. We don't want to get in the fray necessarily, but we also want to do our job. We're gonna hit that sidewalk on the other side.
All the doors look like they're all closed up too.
All right, they're saying all the doors are closed up, and they're gonna probably wait for a entrance team, which is gonna be a handful of officers here to make sure that we have another one responding in behind us. They're gonna make sure that they have enough officers here to deal with this situation. That the house is right here. You can see where the spotlight is, and we have another black and white coming up, but he's gonna go.
Hey, sir, just as a heads up, one of the back doors just opened up, but I don't see anybody coming out.
But we're gonna stay back here just to be safe. And we are not sure if this is an actual.
On the 2-3 corner of the property.
We're not sure if this is an actual incident or if this is something that is. Again, I'm hoping that it's a situation that is. A schizophrenic or mental illness situation. I'm praying that this is not real, because if it is, this is a pretty horrendous situation. But there's 3 or 4 more officers that just showed up. They're going to be walking up to deal with this situation. We'll see what they say. We're gonna just kind of hang tight here for a minute and wait until we get additional information. We're not going to jump out just yet. Once they have enough officers for the team to go up there, obviously they're going to set up a perimeter. I mean, they're saying the back door open, so someone's here. The ex-wife is not at the location here. I might even back us up a little more. Let's see how this goes. We might even be a little too close. The ex-wife is not at the location with the ex-husband. This is the ex-husband's location. She is not there.
Hey, airship, is it going to be this 2-story building or house?
40. We have one unit staying at the front of the house right now. It's going to be one north of that 2-story.
Okay, so they thought it was right there also, but it looks like it's where that spotlight is shining. Again, we're going to kind of sit tight just a little bit. We don't want to burn the whole thing, and they set up tape and it goes crazy. We want to just kind of sit tight. They're bringing that unit up further.
North of the location?
We want to do our jobs, obviously, and cover what's happening.
This is 50. It's going to be the house, one house north of the 2-story.
Okay, but we don't want to get. We don't want to get stuck, and we also want more information, because this very well could be a swatting. This could be a hoax.
10-50 for 10-40, be advised the location is going to be one house north of the 2-story house.
If it is, then cool. That's great. They can deal with that. I'm praying right now that that's not, it isn't what we're being told it is. That would be probably the most horrific story of the year so far. All right, we're going to sit tight and wait for more information before we make a move.
It's not made up, but stuff is definitely blown out of proportion. So we're going to take it back.
Okay, but he's not arrested.
No, as of now, yeah, he is. But he's going to get interviewed.
Okay, what's he been arrested for?
I'm not positive right now what's going to go on. I'm not giving anything official. But as of now, we're going to go back. We'll probably talk to the detective. It's leaning towards criminal threats, but we're not positive.
Have a good one. All right. So just spoke with the sergeant that was handling this whole thing. This is a ongoing domestic issue with this couple. Luckily, the kids are okay. Thank God. That was some pretty scary stuff. But the kids are okay, which is wonderful. And they took the suspect, I guess you could say, the father, they took him for criminal threats. So we're not sure. The sergeant didn't want to give us too much info on it as far as exactly what was said. But obviously the text messages or the calls or what have you were serious enough to warrant the response out here. They did have prior contact with these people, and it's a pretty scary situation. But I will say the girlfriend or wife, I think it's wife, was out here and she was extremely intoxicated. So obviously a factor in the whole thing. I'm hoping that they can find some peace and some resolution with what they're going through. And what we saw here tonight was basically a worst case scenario, but thankfully those kids are okay. We'll be on to the next one.
All right, Zach, be safe.
Gigi, thank you. Good to see you as always. Alrighty, we're rolling on it sounds like it's going to be a physical rescue. We have reports of one person trapped. This is going to be, we got two things working right now, actually. I'm trying to get our radio set, and then we're following LAFD over to where I think our best access is going to be. It's going to be northbound 405 at the 101 Trans. They're going to be entering on at the Ventura onto the northbound side. So I think that's going to be our best bet. I'm not 100% on it, but FD was going this way, and I'm pretty confident that that's going to be our best bet. So we're going to be jumping on here northbound. See, it says northbound 405. They should have just made this turn. Yeah, we have traffic stopped here. Should be right here. Yeah, traffic stopped on the main portion. I'm assuming, Where is it? CHP's going. CHP's going back southbound. I see a truck stopped back there. I think we might be in the wrong spot. I think we might have to go. It's further south than I had hoped, which means we're gonna have to try and do that again. So they're going all the way to Mulholland and back. I thought it was gonna be here, so it's actually further up, unfortunately. All right, let's see if we can find another way on. There's nothing. That's the only on, and that puts us just ahead of where we need to be. Damn it. And it's gonna take FD a minute to get there. And I don't wanna go all the way up to Mulholland because that's gonna take forever. Damn. Now we're at Woodman, all the way at Woodman, the 101. So let's double back and let's try and go, let's go for the main portion and see if that puts us in a better spot. But as of right now, this is not looking good. So we'll see if we can get on there. We'll pick back up if we can get in there.
Traffic patient, engine 119 at northbound 405 transition to the westbound Ventura Freeway. Got 2 car TA with 2 patients. Everybody keep responding. Emergency.
Well, let's see.
Well, since you're about 1185, I can do 21185.
We'll start 21185. RTC and possible GTA suspect.
38, everything. 1830 East M Street.
Vehicle, Red Chevrolet Corvette, license plate 9
Oh, it's right
George.
here. Perfect.
Mary Young, 794, 9 George Mary Young, 794. He's headed into a park vehicle
Perfect.
location. Unknown as suspect is still at TS. Code 307 at 1145.
All right, I see a tractor trailer. There's a car sideways.
35.
LAFD is saying they have 2 patients. They didn't say trapped, but we're right here. We're in a great spot. If they do confirm parties trapped, I see the big, it looks like 2 big rigs and a sedan.
On the central on-ramp to the eastbound more than 87 has some CC damage. They're requesting a unit to respond.
If they do confirm trapped, then... Oh my God. They're nuts. The chippies are nuts.
This is male, blonde, 4 years, black hair, and a bun hairstyle. Autism, code 3, incident 309, party 1372.
Engine 109 from Task 4GE, just about to arrive on scene. How can we help you out?
All right, so we're on TAC 17. We're going to see.
It doesn't look like the vehicles are trapped. I believe we can handle this with the engine and a rescue, but we do have 2 patients. At least one is going to the hospital with us. We can use your manpower up here. That's about it.
All right, 455 copies, 2 victims.
Okay, I just want to confirm.
One is not going to be transported, no trapped. 455 is going to be clearing.
No victims trapped right now. We may need a second rescue. We're still ascertaining assessments on the patient.
All right, it's right behind us. It's on the freeway in the, you can see we're in the collector road here for the transition to the northbound 101, southbound 101 option from the 405 north. It doesn't sound like anybody's trapped. They do have the 2 tractor trailers. CHP has the trans road shut down. Obviously, we saw the unit go wrong way, going nuts over here, really pushing the charger out, which is cool to see. City Fire's rolling up with additional resources with 1 RA. They're requesting a second RA for that second victim, but from what I'm hearing right now, I think we're gonna let this one go because it's not a. Yeah, this does not appear to be something of significance, and our job is newsworthy stuff, not average traffic collisions. This is an everyday occurrence here in Los Angeles. We will be on to the next one. Alrighty, it's the end of the night. We're going to do a little bit of a recap on a couple stories. We're rolling toward quarters, but I figured we could do a little bit of a recap. We've had a couple interesting stories tonight. Gabriel is down in Lemert Park on a fatal pedestrian hit and run. He's got an interview with an LAPD sergeant out of South Traffic, and I'm going to let him speak for the department as to what they have and what they know. Alex, if you would please, let's go over and take a look at that Lemert Park fatal pedestrian hit and run with the soundbite. Let's let the sound play out, and obviously Gabe's visuals will be top tier as expected. So let's take a look.
Tell me what happened here.
Sure. At about 11 o'clock this evening, Southwest patrol officers were in the area and they heard a traffic collision. When they came to the area of Crenshaw and Homeland Drive, they observed a female adult in the roadway. They called paramedics who arrived and pronounced her deceased in the roadway. So what we're currently investigating is a hit and run with possibly one or more vehicles, and we're trying to canvass the area for cameras and witnesses to find out exactly what happened.
So there's no suspect vehicle description at this time?
There's no suspect vehicle or driver description yet, but we are still actively investigating.
And if anyone has any information, who would they contact?
Sure, they can call LAPD non-emergency line, the 877 Ask LAPD, or they can call LAPD South Traffic Division and we can assist them there.
Alrighty. Around the same time, I think shortly after that, Gabe also had a double shooting in central Alameda. This was in LAPD Newton's division, and it sounds like he had two victims. Let's take a look here. Two victims at 41st and Compton. Officers arrived at scene. They found two victims on the bleachers at a baseball field at Ross and Snyder Recreation Center. So they were at a park and they got shot. That's depressing. Either way, Gabe's got some footage. Let's take a look at the scene down at the double shooting, see what he's got down there. All right, so double shooting with Gabe. Again, always with him, the footage is top notch. Always really beautiful stuff, no matter how sad or serious the issue or the situation is that he's covering. The footage is always spectacular. He does a really, really good job. So, all right, that's it for the shootings. There's a couple stories that we had. Oh, you know what? Let's brighten it up a little bit. This is a cool one, actually. We've had a lot of weather here. Obviously, we've had the. I'm sure you all have heard of the atmospheric river that's been coming through Los Angeles. Everybody's been talking about it. It's a big thing. Austin Dave, interestingly enough, found a rainbow in Santa Clarita. Really beautiful shots, actually, that he got. Let's go take a look at that. Santa Clarita rainbow appears ahead of the storm, not after the storm, ahead of the storm. Let's take a look. Alrighty, we've got another story out of Pomona. This one involves 3 women that were killed actually heading back from a baby shower, which is, I can't even imagine. The 2 families affected, I believe they were, all 3 of them were related, 2 of them closer, obviously, than the third, but 3 women killed in a tragic accident involving a suspected DUI driver, driving under the influence. For us, I know in other cities and other counties and states, it's, what is it, OWI, operating while under the influence. For us, it's DWI, which is driving under the influence. Really sad situation. Again, involving a drunk driver, well, suspected drunk driver. He failed this field sobriety test, so we don't know the results of the blood work or the breathalyzer. But from what we were hearing from the other news stations, this is a repeat offender, DUI repeat offender. This individual, you'll see him on camera taking the test and failing. You can see him. It looks like he's trying to juggle something. Looks like he's a repeat offender of driving under the influence, and we talk about this. I mean, how many times does this come up on Code 2.0? We talk about not driving drunk. This guy decided to drive drunk again after allegedly multiple incidents dealing with this, and he ended up taking the lives of 3 innocent women. This is in Pomona at the intersection of White Avenue and West Phillips Boulevard. This intoxicated male ran through a red light, impacting the driver's side of the 3 victims, those 3 females' vehicle, and tragically killing all 3 of them. Really horrendous situation out of Pomona. Alex, if you could, let's take a look. Roll the clip.
About 11 o'clock, I heard a big boom. Came outside. We saw 2 cars on the intersection of Phillips and White, and we just saw some individuals walking around the vehicles, but we aren't sure besides that.
All right, back here, we're in the valley, but we're going to take you guys over to downtown Los Angeles. Randy, again, in downtown LA, had a incident at the 101 and Broadway, and this is kind of interesting. We're going to talk about 2 stories here that are similar, but with different results, and I'm just going to give you guys the details. I'm not suggesting one way or the other, because this involves electric cars, and I know that there's a lot of controversy around Teslas, electric cars in general. There's a lot to unpack here. But either way, I'm going to lay out the facts. You guys decide, what you think about it. We had Randy covered this traffic collision, 101 and Broadway. Vehicle came off the overpass, the overcrossing to the freeway. There's I guess you can call it a reverse gore point on the 101 at Broadway. This is like the on-ramp to go northbound 101. Car went straight. There's a T intersection there on the bridge. If you're looking at Google Maps, you'll see the bridge, Broadway, that goes over the 101. You'll see the T intersection, and this car was coming westbound off the ramp and went straight and then fell onto the freeway. At least 1 individual was killed on this. Not sure, and this is kind of weird too, because I'm not sure if the individual that was killed was actually in the vehicle or not. CHP hasn't confirmed that. Last I heard on this, they were saying that there were 2, I'll give you the rundown here. 1 person was trapped, 2 minors with 1 dead at scene. So two young people were in the car, 1 person was trapped, and then 1 person deceased. So it's unsure if the person that was pronounced at scene was actually inside the vehicle or a transient that was maybe living in that area. Either way, vehicle comes off the freeway, lands over there on the, basically on the 101, falls a significant distance, person passes away. Pretty kind of open shut. Interesting though, in the downtown area to see cars coming off freeways, always interesting. that footage is eerily similar to the incident that happened the following night with Keith over at the 134 and technically Riverside. I know on the map we always say Victory. It's the Victory off-ramp for the 134 eastbound. But Keith had a crazy one. Griffith Park Tesla drive. This is the headline. Get this. Griffith Park Tesla drives off overpass onto busy LA freeway, catches fire. Kind of a crazy one, right? Alex, if you could, let's roll the visuals on this while I explain what's going on. Keith rolled up on this, and the preliminary information that we have is that one passenger vehicle fell from the Riverside Drive freeway overpass. The vehicle struck the concrete center divider of the Ventura Freeway 134 below, catching on fire. 2 patients from that vehicle self-extricated prior to the fire department's arrival. Again, I did hear, just a quick note, I did hear on the radio that there were Good Samaritans helping them get out of the car, and there was some cell phone footage later that did confirm that. So they were able to get out, but they were in that vehicle. Yeah, and you can see the visuals on this. I mean, the thing is completely on fire. There was a 65-year-old male and a 60-year-old male, unknown affiliation, with unspecified injuries. They were both taken by paramedics to a regional trauma center in serious but stable condition, which is great news. No other injuries were reported. Firefighters remained at scene to control the stubborn flames of the still burning vehicle. So at the time of the writing, it was still on fire. As you guys can see, the fire is just very intense, and it's just kind of smoldering along as they're trying to get water and get it out. No escalation of off-site hazard has been identified. Media inquiries, obviously CHP Altadena. So 2 very similar incidents here within 24 hours of each other. One involving an electric vehicle, Tesla in this case, and the other one involving an unknown type, presumably gas vehicle, with the similar type situation, right? Both of them coming off freeway overpasses, similar if not same heights, right? Because the clearance above the freeway is very specific here in Los Angeles. Both of them landing on the freeway below, one of them resulting in a fatality, the other one resulting not in a fatality, thanks to the actions of Good Samaritans and the lack of major injuries on those victims being able to not only self-extricate, but be assisted, obviously, to get out of the car, right? You have to be ambulatory enough to help those people help you get out of the car. Definitely was a positive result. I'm hoping that they're okay. I haven't seen an update on the status on the Tesla individuals, and of course, our thoughts are with the family, the surviving members of the vehicle where they unfortunately passed on the 101. But again, 2 very similar situations, very close together. I was surprised to see that. Usually when we have an incident like that, there's a lot of time between them. You don't see cars coming off overpasses very often. Rollovers, normal fender benders, physical rescues, that's pretty common. But coming off of a freeway like that, through the guardrail, onto the freeway, that is not common at all. So 2 very uncommon incidents back to back for us, but with very different results as far as the conditions of the victims. So crazy footage though. I mean, Keith, both of them. Randy had beautiful stuff, and then Keith just, wow, that image of that burning Tesla on the center divider, that's like, holy cow. And you can see it's just completely burned out. The whole thing is completely gone. So that's pretty much it. That's what we have so far. And we are going to be listening to the radios and hopefully on to the next one.